Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a girl who ran away and changed her entire life. Have you ever felt weak? If yes, then this story is for you. Because sometimes life places us in a position where we are alive, but completely broken inside. Every morning feels like a burden, and every night leaves behind the same question: is this all my life is meant to be? This story was born from that very question, and it is about a girl named Nidhi. Nidhi lived in a small town where responsibilities were taught before dreams. From childhood, she was made to believe that thinking too much was wrong, wanting too much was a mistake, and dreaming big as a girl was foolish. Her mornings began with household chores. Her afternoons were spent sewing, and her nights ended in exhaustion. But every night, when everyone else fell asleep, Nidhi stayed awake, and her heart repeated the same words: I was meant for more. She wanted to study, she wanted to learn, she wanted to build her own identity. But every time she tried to move forward, circumstances pushed her back. Lack of money, fear from her own people, and the walls built by society stood right in front of her. People said, dreams don't fill an empty stomach. Others said, this is as far as a girl's fate goes. She listened silently, but every word slowly broke her from within. One day, she looked at herself in the mirror. Her face looked tired, her eyes were filled with tears, and her confidence was nowhere to be found. In that moment, she realized, if I do nothing today, I will hate myself tomorrow. That very night, without telling anyone, without any grand plan, she decided to leave her home. She ran away, but not out of fear, out of helplessness. Standing at the railway station, Nidhi's hands were trembling. Before the train arrived, it felt as if the entire city was calling her back. Her mind kept saying, go back, apologize. But then her heart spoke. If you go back now, you will never forgive yourself for the rest of your life. The train started moving, and with it, her old life was left behind. The city was completely new to her. Unknown faces, unknown streets. The first few days were extremely difficult. Sometimes she had no money for food, sometimes no place to stay. Many nights she slept hungry. Many times she cried alone. Many times she asked herself, did I make a mistake? But every time she felt like giving up, she remembered why she had left. She reminded herself, you didn't come here for comfort. You came here to change. Slowly, she began doing small jobs, work during the day, study at night. People laughed and asked, why work this hard? In her heart, Nidhi replied, for the life I still haven't lived. Time passed. The struggles didn't disappear, but Nidhi grew stronger. She began to write about her pain, her fears, and about the millions of girls who were never able to speak. One day, she was given a chance to tell her story. The stage was small, but her voice was honest. When she began to speak, the room fell silent. In her words, someone saw their sister, someone saw their daughter, and someone saw their own broken dream. That day, people weren't clapping. That day, hearts were connecting. This was the moment when Nidhi's life took a new turn. She began to be heard. She began to be understood. The girl who once thought she was weak was now becoming strength for others. Many years later, she returned to that same small town, the same houses, the same people. But now, the perspective had changed. There was pride in some eyes, silence in others. Nidhi didn't complain to anyone. She simply smiled and said, I didn't run away. I ran to save myself. And today, this is what she tells everyone. If you ever feel weak, if you feel like your life is stuck somewhere, remember this. Sometimes running away is not cowardice. Sometimes it is the bravest decision you will ever make. Maybe this story was not just Nidhi's. Maybe it is yours too.